Okay, welcome to another speaking practice. And today, actually, Miss Trâm is going to do her speaking practice. So, are you ready?
I must be.
Of course, you must be ready for your exam soon. So, Miss Trâm, let's do it. Let's talk about studying mathematics. Hãy nói về chuyện học toán nhé.
Ôi trời ơi.
Okay, don't worry. When did you start learning math?
Actually, I started learning math when I was in a pre-primary school. When I was in pre-primary school, like about 5 years old, I think so. And because when I came to a daycare, the teacher just gave me some equation. So and they looked quite simple for me, and I think I'm gifted. I'm gifted in math, so I
He
could
thought that you are
easily.
gifted in math,
So
really?
yeah, I think so. I think I am gifted in math, so I I could solve the math problems quite in the easy way. Yeah.
I see. Right. So who taught you math then? And do you like math?
Yeah, I think math play an important role in our life, and it's quite like a practical subject. Yes, in our life. And back then, my mother, she taught me how to learn math, or how to solve the equation, something like that. For example, how to calculate the money when we went to buy something, and to be honest, I really a big fan of math.
Okay. All right. So what color? Okay, sorry. Do you remember your math teacher? Loạn rồi. Do you remember your math teacher?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a big fan of math, so I admired and respect every math teacher. And yeah, and but one of them who I look up to most is my high school math teacher. She was talented and dedicated a professor who guided me a lot, and support me when I have national examination in math.
Okay.
And yeah.
So is math difficult for you to learn?
Yeah, quite I think math is
Yes.
yeah, I think math is quite difficult for many people, but for me it's and it's also the same to me at the beginning. But when I got the hang of it, and understand the principles, I find it quite easy, and not as complicated as it is.
Okay. All right. So, do students learn math in high school in Vietnam? High school means cấp 2, cấp 3, junior high school
Yeah.
and senior high school, you know.
Yeah. Actually, math com is a compulsory subject from like primary school, and from that from then on, students have to learn math and in the whole school years, or like in junior and senior high school, and I think it's makes sense because math is quite important and is the basics and of fundamental yes, fundamental knowledge related to like science. So math is a must for students to learn.
It's a must for students to learn, I see. Right. So, do you like to use a calculator, or you can just calculate by yourself, you know?
Yeah. So actually, I dislike using calculator because it makes me dependent on like a device, on technological devices. Um, and actually, like I mentioned, I'm gifted in math, especially calculating in a weak way. So like it's easier and saves time to just calculate some equation. For example, I usually like think and just calculate in my mind when I go shopping or something like that. And you know, sometimes if we are entirely depend on like calculator, so it's make you like become like dependent on the you know
On
gadgets
what?
on gadgets
Okay.
and in some cases if you don't have any like supporting devices, so it's so people will find it difficult to solve the problems.
I see. Like, do you think it's necessary to learn math?
Yeah. So I think not like math. It's not like simple as we just do some equations. But it's also important in our life because, like I said, is it is considered a fundamental basic and is have um, other it have different aspect in our life. For example, uh, people need to sometimes people need to like
Yes.
manage their finances or consider the price of purchases or something like that. So math is essential for our life.
Yeah, but only like, you know, basic, very core basic math, you know, not like advanced math, right?
Yeah.
Toán cao cấp ai cần ra đường đâu làm đó đâu. You don't need advanced
Yes.
math to go out to the and then buy things, you know? Of course not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what can people do with math in their daily life then? Beside from studying more, you know, of course.
Yeah. So I think math is a practical subject, and we use math frequently in our daily life. for example, when people go shopping and they have to consider and like and manage their spending on to see the to see if the purchases are like affordable for them, and
Yes, what else?
can you do that? And like bán làm gì nữa ta?
Think about the fact that math actually helps people to think more critically or think more logically. Nó là cái chuyện mà gián tiếp á, giúp cho con người ta suy nghĩ logic hơn, không có cảm tính quá.
Vậy hả ta? And I think more advanced people use math, especially like in the artificial intelligence. Math is merged to like develop the develop this technology.
Alright, good. And math can be actually good for developing other skills like coding, investing, or something like that, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
Right. Okay, let's go to, I want you to do like one more, part one. That is remembering people's names. Nhớ tên người khác. Is it easy to remember the names of people?
Yeah, I think remembering the names of people is quite difficult for some people, especially when they are not familiar with others, or in some cases they are have a bad memory. And but if we meet others frequently, it's quite easier for us to remember their names.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good now. So, what do you do to help you remember people's names better?
Rồi, không nhớ, không biết luôn á trời.
Bạn làm gì để giúp bạn nhớ tên người khác tốt hơn? Maybe it's better to just write them down or give them nickname or something like that, you know? Or maybe just meet them more, talk to them more, you remember them more, maybe.
Okay. Actually, in my for me, I have some ways to remember others' name. For example, I usually write out their name for several times in order to keep them in mind. And also, sometimes I give others the cute and unforgettable nicknames. For example, I usually link the other's name with my favorite flowers, so I can remember them easily.
I see. Alright, so will you forget other people's name if they also forget your name? Nếu con người ta quên tên mình cũng sẽ quên tên người ta chứ. It's funny.
Oh,
It's a very weird topic, to be honest with you.
yeah. Yeah, so in my opinion, it's not a good way to do that. Because it's quite weird to forget their name if they do the same. I think in some cases, and because of some reason, people will forget my name. For example,
Yes.
Tôi không biết gì.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? So, for example, tôi này không biết nói sao luôn. Người ta quên tên mình cũng quên tên người ta.
Okay. Do you think it's important to remember people's name? Nhớ tên người khác có phải một điều quan trọng không? It's a hard topic,
I think
you see. It's hard.
Yeah. Actually, remembering people's name is maybe it's not easy for me and some other people, but it's quite important and very useful if we remember the others' name. Yes, the names of the others. Because in case we just know their name and remember it, the other could be respect us, and they could think that we are we had the feeling of respect and appreciate them, and so they can in return they can treat us in the same way, respectful and
yes,
respectful. Yeah, respectful.
Okay.
How do you feel?
How do you feel when people cannot remember your name? Người ta không nhớ được mình mà cứ cảm thấy sao?
Yeah. In most cases, I could feel disappointed that people don't remember my name. Although I remember theirs. But in contrast, in some cases, it's okay for me. Like for example, in my in classes, usually at university, my classes composed of hundreds students, so it's quite difficult for teachers and professors to remember our names. And so if they do not, it's okay for me and anyone else in my class.
Right. Do any names have special meanings in your country?
Yeah, in my country, parents are likely to use names which has meaning, meaningful.
Yes.
Which have special meaning to
yes,
to show or to to show their wishes and hope and expectation from them to their children. And so um, it's quite easy to see that many people have meaningful names related to flowers or hope hopes or wishes. And yeah, and it's mean a lot to their family and their themselves as well.
Okay. Well, you are struggling. I can see that.
Trời, cái tông nó gì?
What do you mean? Giống như Bạch Tuyết Bảy Chú Lừng. And then I say còn phải phân loại Omo và Thai phải được đi hội. Okay, now let's do number 6. Part 2. Describe a tall building in a city you like. Miêu tả một cái tòa nhà cao trong thành phố bạn thích. You should say where it is, what it's used for, what it looks like, and explain why you like it. Không có nói về landmark 81 nha. Nhiều người nói về này lắm rồi. A lot of people talk about landmark 81 in Ho Chi Minh City already. I'm so tired, bored of listening to that story. Now part 3 of tall buildings. What are the advantages and disadvantages of living in tall buildings? Có điểm lợi và điểm hại gì của chuyện sống trong tòa nhà cao không?
Cái này hình như làm rồi anh.
I think we did this one already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 8. Describe a time when your computer broke down. Did we do this one?
No.
Okay, let's do number 8. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà cái máy tính bạn nó bị hư. You should say when it was, what you were doing. Lúc mà mình đang làm gì vậy? Lúc đó mình đang làm gì vậy? What you did about it. Bạn đã làm gì với cái chuyện mà máy tính hư? Explain how you felt about it. Bạn cảm thấy thế nào về điều đó? And the part 3 of computer. What kinds of people use the computer more? Những kiểu người thế nào sử dụng máy vi tính nhiều hơn? Do people living in modern countries use the computer more than those living in developing countries? Những người sống ở các đất nước hiện đại sử dụng máy vi tính nhiều hơn người sống ở đất nước đang phát triển không? What are the methods to prevent children from playing computer or phone games? Có những phương pháp nào đó ngăn ngừa trẻ nhỏ chơi game vi tính hay là game điện tử không? Do you think it's bad to play computer games? Are there any benefits? Chơi game vi tính có tệ không? Có bất kỳ cái ích lợi nào hay không? Và công nghệ vi tính có đem lại lợi ích cho loài người ở bất kỳ cách nào không? Does computer technology benefit mankind in any way? Think about production. Think about AI. Think about trí thông minh nhân tạo. Think about the fact that you can study online now, you know? Think about investment, đầu tư, vân vân. A lot of things could not even be possible without computer technology, you know? Alright, thinking time. Please describe a time when your computer broke down, please.
Yeah, it was last year. Last year is where my exam season, in which I used my personal computer, I mean laptop, in a regular basis. And also I drank coffee a lot to keep me sober enough before exam days. And accidentally I pour the coffee onto my laptop, and it's beyond and it were beyond repair. It shut down right away after that. And at the beginning I felt so nervous because the exam day was was the day after.
Mm-hmm.
And but after like minutes, I I I cut I was calm again, and fortunately I like usually uploaded and updated my study material onto my online account. So it was easy for me to download them again on my phone, and so I used my phone instead of laptop for the upcoming exams. And yeah, and luckily I managed to pass the exam.
Okay. Good. So what kinds of people use the computer more then?
So, so in my opinion, several people who hold jobs was related to like technology is are likely to use computer more. For example, um, nowadays people have to use like um, electrical devices, especially like computer, to support their work. For example, like accountants or like teachers, um, um, or coders, or some people work in the information technology
Yes.
industry.
Industry.
So they
Industry.
had
I
to,
know.
yeah, in the
Industry.
industry industry. So so computer is the must and essential item for them. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I see. Do people living in modern countries use a computer more than those living in developing countries? What do you think?
Uh, so moment. Uh, yeah, in my opinion, um, uh, the uh, the rate of people who use a computer in developing countries is the same uh, as uh, at this in the modern countries, because uh, in our like digitalized era, like technologies is popular and prevalent everywhere. So computers have become like a necessary and popular items in our life. So uh, it's not about where people live. It's just like uh,
Okay.
yeah, it's not about where people live. It's just about like uh, which shop they work.
Okay. Which shop they work? Okay, good. Okay, so what are the methods to prevent children from playing computer or phone games? What do you think?
Yeah. So in our modern era, computer or phone games are popular and popular for children, and playing them is one of the recreational activities nowadays. So, but it can bring out some negative effect for them, and uh, like uh, and so the adult must like have some measures to prevent them from playing games too
I do
much.
believe that people should
And
not prevent, but if children play too many hours, then they should definitely prevent it. Because children, it's hard for them to control themselves, because they are self-control. Sự kiểm soát cá nhân, self-control of them, it's not that good.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
It's quite difficult. It's quite important to prevent children from playing them too much. And there's a measure, I think. Firstly, like parents can have like the disciplinary for their own child. For example, they can like suggest and require their children to like or allow their children to play in a fixed time a day or just a few hours a week, for example, in weekend. And also like
Yes.
and also some parents, they can like set the password for computers or phones in order to like in order that children access cannot access to like these devices. So if they want to play games, they have to ask their parents for permission.
Good. Okay, so do you think that it's bad to play computer games? Are there any benefits?
So yeah, I think like playing computer games can pose challenges, but also opportunities for like people. Talking about the positive first, playing computer games can help people to relax, and it can easily to see that nowadays many online and like apps that like which functions as like a recreational method, and also like some games was related to like calculating or like battle strategy. It can help
Actually,
people
strategy
to
games are excellent. I do believe that you will love them.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
Trump
So
should
it can
should
help
try to play
people.
those. Trump should try to play battle
Yeah,
games or
yeah. Battle
RPG
game.
games or strategy
Yeah,
games.
strategy game. So it can help people to improve their critical thinking ability. Yeah,
Nghĩ
I
nghĩ là
think
Trump
so.
thi xong mà
But
đạt tất cả target chắc Trump quăng lương tập hả?
and
Yes.
and but in contrast, playing in contrast, a computer game can pose challenges for people. For example, like for example, more and more people, especially young generations, are likely to be addicted to computer games. So they will like pay too much attention on games instead of like studying. So it can lead them to poorer performances in school. And in some worst case scenario, some like people who are like desperately addicted to like games, they will like ignore everything essential in their life and just focusing on playing game.
Okay. Does computer technology benefit mankind in any way? This is a very broad question. You think of the answer, you know, very broad question.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, absolutely. Because computer technology is just a useful tool to serve people. It is the product that the human product that human made to like to support our life. Let's think about artificial technology. Like we use it in a daily basis. For example,
daily basis,
like
on a daily basis.
In a daily basis.
On a daily basis.
On a daily basis. On a daily basis.
Basis.
On a daily basis. Basis.
No, basis.
On a daily basis. Basis.
On a daily basis.
So, like we use it on a daily basis. For example, our smartphone and computer, and even some apps like ChatGPT, or like some appliances that we use for our work.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's definitely beneficial for humans to use like computer technologies nowadays.
You have to use it, actually. You have to. There's no other way.
Yeah. And also, computer technologies can improve our working productivity. For example, in production or manufacturing, computer technologies can like reduce the workforce, like manual workforce, and to save a lot of time and money.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's good enough, I guess, for this one, for number 8. We can try number 9 now. Describe a puzzle you have completed. Miêu tả một cái puzzle là một cái giải ô chữ mà các bạn đã hoàn thành. Ví dụ như là trò chơi jigsaw là cái mà xếp hình á, xếp miếng mảnh vào á. Crossword là trò chơi ô chữ. Describe a puzzle you have completed. Miêu tả một cái trò chơi giải đố mà bạn đã hoàn thành. You should say what it is like. Nó nhìn như thế nào vậy? How easy or difficult it is. Nó khó hay là dễ thế nào? How long it takes you to solve. Nó tốn mình bao nhiêu lâu để giải nó. Explain how you feel about it. Bạn cảm thấy thế nào về nó. And then part 3 of puzzles. What kind of puzzle are popular in your country? Cái loại giải đố nào nó rất là thông dụng, nhiều người biết tới ở đất nước bạn. Không được nói là puzzle of my life nha. Puzzle of my life to find happiness, to find a purpose. Không được nha. Không được nói về những giải đố cho cuộc đời tôi. Đi đâu, về đâu, dạt đi đâu. No, you cannot say that, okay? What kind of puzzle are popular in your country? Sudoku, for example. Crossword, jigsaw. Should parents encourage their children to play with puzzle? Các bậc cha mẹ nên khuyến khích trẻ nhỏ chơi với giải đố không? What kinds of puzzles improve people's intelligence? Những cái loại giải đố nào nó làm cải thiện trí thông minh con người? Why do people enjoy solving puzzle? Tại sao con người ta lại thích giải đố? Maybe think about the feeling of accomplishment, you know? Cái cảm giác mà đạt được cái feeling of accomplishment, cảm giác đạt được thành quả. You know, that's a feeling of accomplishment. And also the curiosity, sự tò mò. You might think about the fact that some people, by solving puzzle, you feel like you have successfully do something, a small success, một cái thành công nhỏ chẳng hạn. But at least you feel like you feel like your life has progress somehow. Mình cảm thấy là cuộc đời chúng ta nó đã tiến triển một chút xíu gì đó, mặc dù nó chỉ là giải được xong một cái puzzle thôi, you know. But at least you feel like it's going somehow, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what else? You should think about it. Okay, now time. Okay, time's up. Describe a puzzle you have completed, please.
Yeah, like last year I received a birthday gift from one of my close friends, which was a jigsaw puzzle that was made from one of my favorite portraits. And
wait, one of my favorite what? Purchase, right?
Cái bức ảnh chân dung đó.
Portrait.
And which was a jigsaw puzzle that was made from one of my favorite portraits. And the size of the photos were large, that there was like hundreds of pieces to handle. And you know, at the beginning I didn't know how to start, but gradually I connected every pieces together, and finally I can complete the whole picture of myself. And but you know, like it took me about like a week to accomplish this jigsaw picture.
Yes.
And after finishing, I had a feeling of satisfaction and happiness, because I felt like my brain still functioned in a good way. And also it was just a small achievement, but it made my day.
Okay, it just made my day. Okay, good. Rồi, okay. What kind of puzzles are popular in your country?
So in my country, puzzles are becoming more and more popular nowadays, and especially in young generation. Some teenagers are usually playing puzzles together. For example, like jigsaw or like Rubik's, and also
The
for
Rubik
some
Cube,
people,
you mean? The Rubik Cubes?
Rubik cubes, yes, Rubik cubes, and also a small part of people in my nation, they are big fans of crosswords that require them to like brainstorming a lot, and a good memory
Okay.
And knowledge.
Okay. All right. So should parents encourage their children to play with puzzles?
Yeah. So absolutely. Parents are advisable to encourage their children to play with puzzles because they are beneficial for children. At first, playing with puzzle can divert children into focusing on the puzzle game instead of playing computer games or phone games. And also, playing puzzle is a good way for children to
Yes.
to brainstorm and improve their critical thinking ability. Yeah, and I think it's definitely necessary and good for children.
Okay, good enough then. So, what kinds of puzzle improve people's intelligence?
So
you can just say that it's about all the puzzle do that, I think. Don't you think? Giống như cái puzzle nào nó cũng có cái chức năng đó sao á?
Yeah, so I think all the puzzle can help people to improve their intelligence. Especially, I think especially some puzzle related to logical thinking. I mean, for example, some mình.
Yes.
Some some games related to
Yes.
No, so I think all kinds of puzzle can help people to improve their intelligence because when playing them, people have to think a lot and brainstorming and have to focus greatly in solving puzzles. So it can help people to exercise their brain.
Okay. It's about almost all kind of puzzle do this, don't you think? Now, but why do people enjoy solving puzzles then?
So I think people enjoy solving puzzles because of some reasons. Several may feel happy and because they have feeling of accomplishment. Accomplishment. Even this achievement just small, tiny, but the feeling of it is quite satisfied and also some people can feel they have progress in their life somehow.
Has progress in their life somehow. Okay, I see. Now that's good enough. I guess we can do a part 2 and then that's it, I guess. All right. 40 something, please.
Speaking is also a puzzle.
Oh, you think so?
Struggling puzzle.
Oh, you think so? Okay, let's do 52. Describe the okay, let's do 51, sorry. A childhood friend of yours. Miêu tả một cái người bạn thời ấu thơ.
Childhood.
A childhood friend of yours. You should say when you met him or her, where you met him or her,
Yeah.
what you did with your friend. Mình đã làm gì chung với bạn. How you felt about a friend. Bạn cảm thấy nào về cái người bạn này? Cái đứa nào mà hồi xưa mình chơi mà cứ hay mày tao á. That's a childhood friend of yours. Please describe a childhood friend of yours, please.
Yeah, when it came to a childhood friend of mine, off the top of my mind, I would think about Anna. She was my neighbor and my classmate also. And when I was like 5 years old, just left for our neighborhood. She and her friends and her parents just like swang by and greeted our family. And I usually like played with her in my backyard, like played played on the bouncing ground, and playing dolls together. And also sometimes we played played seeking and hiding. And
you mean hide and seek, right? Hide and seek.
Yes, hide and seek, and played hide and seek. And
kéo dài, hide and seek.
And
seek.
And we played hide and seek.
Nguyên âm kép nè, nè, y kéo dài.
Seek.
Hide and seek. We played hide and seek.
And often played hide and seek. And it were unforgettable for me and her when we slept over.
Slept over?
Yes, and often made up some weird and funny story and laugh together. And she's were one of my close friends, and she's like so I just kept her in mind as one of my greatest memory about my childhood.
Of course.
Because of her.
Yes, because of her.
Because of her kindness and her warm-hearted.
Warm heart. Danh từ.
Warm heart.
Because of her warm heart.
Because of her kindness and her warm heart.
Okay, good. Alright, it's good enough, I guess. Okay, that's the end of my videos. please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. Nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn có thể được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.